Hey Collective, welcome back to another Tarot and Oracle reading here at Veil of Tides Tarot. Please remember to take what resonates, leave the rest. As you know, per usual, we're getting into another read, okay? Um, this one is crazy. It is. So just be aware of that. Again, take this if it resonates. This is not to trip anyone the fuck up either, okay? But I'm just telling you what is coming up in the cards. I was actually on the phone with my cousin while doing this. Uh, because he had called and pretty much was like, he was joking pretty much on the phone. He was like, "Are you psychic?" And I was like, "Bitch, that's not, I don't call myself that." But anywho, I told him financial shit could be coming up, and then there was some shit that came up recently, like literally yesterday. And then he was calling about that. And then he was like, "Tell me about the economy." I was like, "Okay." Well, so I looked into it. And we already see, and we're just getting into this, by the way, we already see how the economy is going currently. Worldwide, it's not going pretty grand for a lot of people. Okay, and this is about that, right? So yeah, again, with that being said, let's just jump into it. Backstory and stuff over. Again, this is about the government. How is the government right now? Directionless. They don't have control over anything. It's like the illusion. Um, are they trying to pull wool over our eyes, Collective? Yes. They came out as the magician as well. How we see them, magician. Um, we it's not going good for a lot of people. Again, this is just, we're gonna get straight into it. It's people could be experiencing poverty already, or this is what's going to be coming. A lot of people are gonna be really not doing grand, and then where does that leave them when they don't have places to go? Well, on the streets kind of thing, right? And then where does that leave them after? Well, we get in trouble for being on the streets, other stuff. It's going to be really bad is what I'm saying. Do you guys get this? Again, Five of Pentacles, that's of poverty, of struggle, of strife, of you not having resources, you picking up and trying to figure life up again. That's the government's energy, because they're directionless and can't control themselves, because we have dumb fucks in power. We do. That continue to lie and gaslight and all this other shit. You know what I mean? Again, it's just bad. It is. And it's showing up in this read. So I was like, oh, fuck, And I told my cousin, I was like, we don't need tarot cards to see this, but for it to come up, they could also be hoarding money or holding on to money, or again, they need to not be doing this. It's reversed. So it's like multiple people and groups working together to hold on to stuff that isn't theirs in general, or they're just holding resources. This could be resources or money or different things in general. And how it's been, yes, they've been cutting programs and other shit to certain things, right? Obviously, they're being dumb fucks. It's to line their pockets and to fuck everyone else up. All of them need to get left out in the desert somewhere. That's just my thought on it. But to move on, it's just bad. And you know what I mean? And there's no other nicer way to put it, you guys. It's not. There's not. I also got Lenormand out as well. Right there. There we go. Let it focus. I got Lenormand out, and I was literally shuffling as well. All of this while I was on the phone with my cousin too. Again, we were just venting and talking and all that other shit. I asked on Lenormand, I was like, if I could get a card to describe this current government or people in power right now, the ones that are saying they're behind God, they're saying they're this, they're saying they're that, because that's usually the facade they lay on. And then they do the most corrupt shit, and it's behind religion. They hide behind God to do ugly shit, and then the dumb fucks that are not educated, they follow. And even if they're educated, they don't, again, for these people, they'd have to admit they're wrong kind of thing. So, they'd rather run from that and destroy the entire world than to be accountable, which is why I'm sure resets happen and, things go south real quick, because these idiots don't learn. But how they're coming up, they are the snake collective. That's a fucking liar. That's a lying piece of shit. Now, snakes are beautiful, but not as it coming out in this Lenormand card. Okay, beauty aside, because I did get like the romantic Lenormand, yeah. Okay, this is not a good thing. This is who they are. They're liars. And then we got that topped with clouds. I didn't even ask a question for that, and that flew out as well. That's when I was like constantly shuffling and shit. And clouds are dark fucking days ahead. The storm is coming, or it's already here. Or it could be a lot of us are in the eye of the storm already. And I'm seeing it as a lot of us are in the eye of the storm. So this is pretty much what came up. So let's, Five of Pentacles. Let me go to the keywords real quick and we're going to get into it. Can you fucking focus? My gosh. Anywho, yeah, let's look at the cheat sheet. Okay, because I pretty much described this entire read for you guys. 5:05 on the timer a minute ago. That was interesting. So change, crazy change is coming. And the fives are not fun. It's gonna feel uncomfortable. And it's because, again, who's in charge? Someone that doesn't even have direction of themselves. They're fucking stupid. And it's not just one person. It's a group. Again, going back to these, it always goes back to the previous cards when they're reversed. So what's before the Chariot, actually? The Lovers. Yeah, instead of being love to other people and, you know, other things like that, they're choosing to be directionless and lead everyone to poverty. Yeah, so it's just, it's all bad. With the Four of Pentacles being here again, that goes to the Three of Pentacles, working, teamwork, you know, collaboration, doing things of the right kind of things. Teamwork, collaboration, that's what it is. And that's not what these people do. None of them do. They could lie to our faces and be like, yeah, we do this, but that's what it is. Again, the Magician card proves that. They're a fucking liar. So does the Snake. So does the Clouds. The Magician and the Clouds, to be specific. Or the Magician and the Snake, to be specific. Like, it's not good. Again, they could also act like they have all the tools. They're not good magicians. This could also be them trying to cast the illusion, and it's working for the idiots. They're casting the illusion to these idiots that don't think for themselves and are okay with being fed propaganda and bullshit. Like they're the savior, they're this, they're that. There's nothing good about these people in the government, but these idiots are so fucking gone. The lights are on, but no one's home. No one's really listening except the ones that are awake and they want to educate themselves. You know what I mean? It's all bad for people, and it's because these people are just stupid. This is what happens when people don't get held accountable. And unfortunately, it could be affecting a lot of fucking people. Okay, but yeah, going back to that, that's poverty, struggle. That's what a lot of us are going to face here pretty soon, if not already. And some of us are already feeling the effects of that. We're living paycheck to paycheck, other stuff like that. We're having to really try and make ends meet, but how are we doing that when the job market's not doing great either? Uh-huh. For others, the job market's good. For others, it's not. It's, I don't know. This a fucked up reading, collective. It is. Four of Pentacles reversed. Greed, stinginess, possessiveness. That's who these people are that are in power. They're greedy. And they want to make us sad. That's their entire goal. Because they're fucked up, they're gonna fuck up everyone else. No one has punched them in the face or fucked them up enough for them to understand, hey, maybe I shouldn't do this, because they're around a bunch of yes men. They're around a lot of people that are just like them. That's the problem. And again, they have never been told no. I'm pretty sure that's what the fuck is coming up. Yeah, let me go to the Magician. And I know I'm all over the place as well, collective. I just wanted to like cover this real quick. Bubba, shut up and come here. Yeah, like they're manifesting this poverty and shit into existence. And it's because the people in power right now. That's what it is. Let me go back to that. Keywords, no. Yeah, okay, I'm looking at the other things we have here. Yeah, they want conflict with people in general. They want to cause issues. That's what it is. And again, we already know this with how things are. The people that are not slow or retarded, they know this. And don't come for me saying the retard word either, you guys, okay? I don't get offended by that word. You wanna know why? I have a learning disability too. It does not fucking matter. Y'all have a word hold power over you, you dumb. You are. And I'm just saying that too because in the past I've used that word before and people are like, ugh! And they get real dumb about it. Like, are you kidding me? There's a lot of other things we could worry about other than the retard word, really. This we could worry about, but y'all are just stuck up on a word. Okay, anywho, moving on because I got stuck up on that too for a minute. But you know what I mean. This is just people that want conflict. Fives are where conflict happens. It sets the test that people must face. Yeah, the nature of the test is determined by the suit. So it's going to be financial. We're all going to go through poverty because we have directionless fucking dumb fucks in power. Yeah. Anywho, let's move on to these, okay? Because again, I've described these pretty much, the tarot cards. I want to describe these to you more. The Lenormand, okay? So where did I... It's right here. Let me get the book. We're going to put it right here. So what number is that? 7? 7s are significant. 5s are significant as well. Oh, God, we have... Okay, yeah, 6s and 7s are significant too. Okay, we're starting with clouds first. I was going to start with snake, but we're going to start with clouds because it opened to that, okay? To not be afraid to bend this damn book open as well. Anyhow. Come on, focus in on the shit. The clouds symbolize the shift from the favorable, clear situation to an unstable, unclear state. This card predicts unfavorable changes in mood, well-being, or affairs. There's a high risk of catching a cold or losing your cool under the strain of looming for unforeseen problems. So yeah, other cards negate what this is. Okay, so we have... Yeah, cloud is a negative card, depriving us from a sense of solid ground beneath our feet and a clear vision of our future. It's an unexpected event that intrudes into our lives without asking and bringing chaos that we can't control. In the current situation, we have to adjust to circumstances, observe, and modify our behavior in accordance with what is happening. We can neither change nor influence events. Just as we can't scatter clouds with our hands. This card advises us to be extremely cautious and not to rush into action, since we are in a slippery and murky situation. However, rain doesn't last forever, so that's a good thing. That's true. Okay. Yeah, rain doesn't last forever, and when the storm is over, we can return to our affairs. Sometimes an abrupt conflict is necessary, as it brings clarity and helps resolve contradictions. After the storm has passed, the sun always comes out, and that is true too. Again, this is like, again, usually it says different stuff in here. Let's go to snake real quick, and that's the next one right over. Yeah. So snake, despite... Can you focus, please? Despite the snake being associated with such positive meanings as strength, wisdom, agility, flexibility, intelligence, or intellect and medicine, in most cases in the readings, all the qualities play against the querent or the person or the question at hand. The card indicates the risk of falling victim to evil wisdom and cunning, subtle maneuvers, and adept manipulations. The snake card speaks of danger, a stab in the back at the moment when we least expect it or have shown carelessness. A deceitful enemy, a seductive or intelligent rival, an envious colleague ready to do anything to gain what the querent possesses. To not lose this struggle, you'll have to display snake-like qualities and behavior yourself. And as I've been saying this on certain reads, sometimes we will have to fight fire with fire. That is not fucking fun. But there's a light and dark side to all of us. So, Anywho, let's continue. Can you focus, please? For fuck's sake, man. Where did I leave off on? Yeah, to not lose the struggle, you may have to have snake-like qualities, or you'll have to become a snake yourself. To be more attentive, watch your steps, watch what you say and to whom. The enemy may be lurking in the most unexpected places. Surrounding cards will help identify this. For example, dog plus snake equals betrayal from a friend. This is betrayal from a shitty individual in general. That's, again, already not good. We see that through these tarot cards. They're already not good. Clouds is dark days. We just read that, so it's not good. Anywho, snake is a negative card, which predicts complications, changes in plans, routes, malicious actions. The government's literally been doing that, and not just our government, others as well. The dumb fucks. They all need to be taken out. I don't care how that's taken either. They do. Taken out of power. Whatever happens after. But, that's, again, I'm just gonna say, like, they get away with shit? No. Anywho, these are not good people. Again, they're deceitful. They betray. They attack people just because they want to attack them. And yeah, a collective is just reminding us to be on guard. This is also them wanting to make us ill, medical manipulations or malpractices or things just not being done legally the right way. This is that though, collective. How I describe this is our government. This is the world's government right now, or people in power that are controlling that shit. This is what this reading is. And it's not fucking good. It's really not. Again, reminder, things can change if we actually fucking push for change, but if not, then you know, it's gonna stay stuck if we don't fight this shit. And fighting it does get ugly at times. It does. But that's what the fuck's gonna happen. Anywho, I wanted, while I was doing this on the phone, I told my cousin, I was like, I'm making this a fucking public read because it's just, there's too much shit coming out here that needs to be, I mean, we already know it. Again, we didn't need tarot for it, but it is coming out in tarot and Lenormand. So I was like, let me share it. With that being said, when you guys see this on Monday, let me know your thoughts on this. Like, what the fuck, how do you guys feel about this? And if we can have a civil discussion about it, that would be great. If this is not how you see things, then when shit hits the fan, honestly, and I'm gonna say it, I hope things get really bad for you, because all of you that are okay with this corrupt government or people in power, you're pushing us into this. So I don't want to hear about y'all crying like a little bitch when shit hits the fan and it affects you, when you voted for this shit. That's all I'm gonna say. I have empathy, but with people that allow this shit to happen until it affects them and then they want to cry, I'm not going to give you any fucking empathy. I hope it gets the worst for you. But unfortunately, it's going to get worse for everyone else before it hits you. And then you're going to be like, oh, I didn't know. The whole time people were telling you, you guys are just fucking slow. I don't care how that comes off either. That's the truth. So this is the read though, collective. Without me getting more mouthy, let me know in the comments what y'all think about this. If you could like, share, and subscribe, that'd be great too. But again, I just wanted to get this out. If you guys want to book a reading, all that shit will be listed in the description box. Email angelicalunavera, as I've said before, okay? I will never hit y'all up, but yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Again, just wanted to share this. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.